All right, folks, we're talking golf again with you here at bangthebook.com. Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you, and hope you watched this video last week because we were fortunate to get Xander Schauffele with a 62 in the final round. Comes from out of the clouds like Zenyatta at 20-1 to beat Gary Woodland, who was great for 71 holes. But Schauffele catches him, and what a great shot on 18. He had the chip in. He came from behind. That's a nice way to start the season. Yeah, we had a number of guys, but Schauffele was one of the guys we profiled last week on the video here at Bang the Book, and he cashed a number. Now, in fact, we're diving right in. I'm shooting this video before the numbers are actually hung, but we'll have a pretty good idea of what these numbers will be. First full field event, Waialae Country Club, Honolulu, Hawaii. I said Jordan Spieth is going to play here, and I think he'll want to get off to a good start. You may even get a little bit of an overlaid price on Spieth, maybe in the 12-1 range. I'm not saying he's going to get it done, but I'd look for him to be good early in the season. I think you do look long and hard at guys that played last week, guys with a track record on this course. Patton Kizzire is the defending champ. Played very well over at Kapalua. So he'll be a deflated number just because of last year. And the one guy I would look at is Webb Simpson. I think you could get 20-1 on Webb Simpson. Had an incredible final round on Sunday. He went low. He was way back. But, boy, talk about red hot in that final round. If he takes that form over to Honolulu, I think Webb Simpson has a big shot to be a factor this week. DeChambeau's going to play. You can't rule him out. He's in contention and winning. He's been the hottest golfer on the planet the last 5-6 weeks, but the value's just not there numbers-wise. A couple of golfers that I think you'll get some really good price on. Now, it'll be a deflated number because of his history here, but Charles Howell III is a different golfer. Even when he was struggling, he always showed up and played well in the Sony Open. Played last week, played pretty well. Not great, but okay. He's got a tournament under his belt, but he's got a track record on this course. You might get 30, 40-1 on Charles Howell. I think he's a guy you look long and hard at. Zach Johnson's played well here as he starts his campaign. It'll be a deflated number, probably in the 20-1 range on Johnson. I think Leishman, who was one of the golfers we profiled last week, he stumbled on Sunday but played great for 3 rounds at Kapalua. Mark Leishman is a wind player. It's windy. Windier the better for Mark Leishman. He won't be provide much value, maybe 15, 20-1, but Leishman could be a factor. I'll give you a couple of long ones. Ian Poulter is a different golfer. Don't forget he won in Houston, wind in Texas, played okay at Kapalua. I think Ian Poulter is a different golfer, and he has just resurrected his career. Poulter could be a nice price. You might get 30-1 on Ian Poulter. But starting a campaign, I'm going to take a shot, too, with Sungjae Im. Don't forget, this kid is only 20 years old, and he had 2 Web.com Tour wins. He finished 4th in his first tournament of the year, and then he was 15th in Vegas, now starting the 2019 season. Sungjae Im could be a nice price, could be 30, 40-1. The 20-year-old, I think he's going to get a win this year, and it could come right out of the gate here in Hawaii. So some of the price plays I'd be looking at, I think Webb Simpson with good form comes in hot. Charles Howell with a track record on the course. Leishman's the win player, but Ian Poulter is another one to take a look at. But the bomb play here will be Sungjae Im, the first full field event on the PGA Tour. We love talking golf with you here at bangthebook.com. As always, from Vegas, I'm Brian Blessing. Follow me at Brian Blessing. Follow along here on Twitter at Bang the Book.